Welcome to the final map between LiiLD.C and Insomnia. So IEM Season 1 Group Stage, Group D, Playday 5 and 1-1 between Insomnia and LiiLD.C. Once again for LiiLD.C, nothing is going to change depending on whether or not he wins this. For Insomnia, everything more or less depends on this map. If he wins, he is in the top 3. He will be the 3rd place of Group D. If he loses, then he's going to have to hope for Thomas G to take down HG in the last best of 3. And if he loses and HG wins against Thomas G, then Insomnia will be out and HG will be rank 3 of the Group D. So that's the situation. Altar first for the human, Altar first for the Night Elf. Okay. Now it fits. Now we see the health bars, Demon Hunter, Ancient of War creep at the Null Overseer camp, AM first, base once again open at the one entrance here, classic human base, and once again scout farm here. Other than that, nothing particularly fancy. Scouts heading across the map. AM halfway out, first footman out. I'm assuming we'll see Insomnia creeping the null camp as well as LiiLD.C, obviously. Ancient of War already uprooting. Wisp getting in position to check and see whether the human creeps here. And it looks like he... Or is... No, it looks like he might be going for the expansion immediately. Alright, fair enough. So he's not taking the null camp. He's going for the expansion. For the instant expansion. And LiiLD.C... Wow. This is risky. He's abandoning his creep camp, but I think the repair is not enough. A second wisp is coming in here. The null overseer is going to fall though, and the Ancient of War is going down. Huge blunder by LiiLD.C. He's gonna have his one Demon Hunter and his one Archer for a long time. He's bringing in the second wisp here, or even, you know, basically a second and a third, since the first one was his scout, which is not alive anymore. Immolation skill first by the Night Elf player. See how much damage he will be able to do with that. The first peasant is going to fall in a second thanks to the immolation. The rest of them still looking fairly healthy. The Demon Hunter is actually chasing after the AM here instead of trying to kill the peasants, and at the end of the day he got 1 kill. Of course he can sit like here at the fountain and heal up without being attacked by the creeps. In the meantime, those creeps chasing the archer here. As previously mentioned, we're not going to see any additional archers probably all game long. I'm not sure if he's going to rebuild the Ancient of War, but he doesn't necessarily have to do so, since Insomnia is going to invest into the expansion at first and not into some huge pressure. Wisp detonated here in time. Of course, the energy pendant, great for the AM, especially given that there is no immolation here yet, and no mana burn here yet, thanks to the immolation. And yeah, speaking of immolation, I guess he wants to do that soon again. Base, strangely enough, I think is open here. I think he could have built it a little bit more tightly, so the tower could be here and the town hall could close off the base against the forest, so there would basically only be one entrance for the Demon Hunter, which would make it very hard to harass. But you know, as it is, it looks like the Demon Hunter is having enough trouble already. He's got 1 kill here, and that's all the second attempt achieved. The AM is coming in from the top, and let's see if he's going to be able to force the Demon Hunter here to town portal, or maybe even let or force LiiLD.C to let this Demon Hunter go down, but that's not the case. The heal fountain, too strong. Arcane tower has finished in the meantime, by the way, so immolation harassment not going to be very potent. So thus finishes a horrible early game for the Night Elf player. Hunter's Hall finished. The Ultra Vision upgrade is coming immediately. 4th Moonwell is coming immediately. The one archer is heading towards the fountain here. He'll boots of speed and death of teleportation picked up. The archer sees what's going on, sees that Insomnia is probably not going to creep the red drake here, as his IEM is pretty much out of mana already, and does probably not want to spawn another water elemental to finish the red drake here, given that he's also got the expansion to defend. And I'm not sure if he's aware of what happened with this Ancient of War. Naga second picked up for LiiLD.C. You know, worked out on map 1, Panda on map 2, not as much. But then again, with the Naga, one archer and the Demon Hunter, I'm not really sure how much pressure he expects to be able to apply here. In the meantime, tier 2 started for Insomnia. First tower actually coming inside of the main, second tower at all, second tower at the expansion coming as well. And for now, LiiLD.C is just kind of running around, trying to see what he can do, but so far the answer is not much. In the meantime, in his base, 2 inches of lore coming in once again. No immediate to tier 3 or anything like that. Demon Hunter can actually poke in here. And militia are being called. The footmen might be taken down, but actually LiiLD.C decides to switch focus fire, go for the peasants instead. But the human army is coming in from the top, and that should be the go sign for the Demon Hunter and the Naga. One more footman is being picked up decently. But then again, with the expansion in the back, those losses are definitely worth it for Insomnia, and he can definitely afford you know, suffering those losses. So this time tier 3 is a little bit more quickly. The second lore is finishing, Abolished Magic is coming immediately, and once again the footman is being microed away just in time by Insomnia. So far this is looking pretty decent for him. Demon Hunter not even level 2 yet, he'll soon get it, but Insomnia is not gonna make it too easy for him. So it looks like after map 1 he's definitely, you know, stepped up his game. But of course the good position he's in at the moment is also you know, due to LiiLD.C's early game decision making. But fair enough, he's halfway to tier 3. That upgrade is just finished, and of course Insomnia also doesn't get anything done at the moment, whereas LiiLD.C is basically more or less fast taking to tier 3, at least compared to the way we've seen him play against human expansions previously. So fair enough, at least no damage taken while going up to tier 3, and once the Master Bears are coming in, of course LiiLD.C can both either creep extremely efficiently with them or try and apply some pressure against the human, who's, I'm not sure how well prepared he's going to be once a couple of Master Bears are going to hit for the Night Elf. Tier 3 is still a while to go, and of course the research time for the Master upgrade also has to be passed first. Then again, the research time for Master Bears not exactly the longest. Naga is under some pressure here. The Demon Hunter is taking some damage in return. Invo potion used by the Naga. Demon Hunter has to retreat. Last hit goes to LiiLD.C. The item, which is a greater heal potion, which he could give to the Naga immediately and use. Yeah. Picked up by the IEM. Which means some XP for the Night Elf, some, yeah, pretty much perfect item for the human at the moment. Tier 3 finally done. Master is coming, as you can see, it's very rapidly researching, and the Arcanes are finishing at the same time. Blacksmith has finished, no workshop yet. Okay, he's once again adding a couple of riflemen first, so let me just quickly check. Yeah, he doesn't know about the very quick tier 3 tech by his opponent this time. He's expecting more Dryads once again, and if he knew that, then the rifleman wouldn't really make any sense. But that just proves that he's not aware of how quickly LiiLD.C has gone up to tier 3 this time. Still suffering a little bit from the lack of XP early on. Other than that, things could look worse for the Night Elf. He should definitely start, you know, getting some sort of a counter expansion in production at this point. Because once again, Insomnia is already pushing ahead supply-wise. And at this point, like, he's not going to gain any more map control than what he's got at the moment, with the slight, relatively slight supply disadvantage, but the huge tech advantage, obviously. So either he's trying to make something happen right now with one base, or he should add the second base. And so far the answer is none. Dispel going on one of the bears to get rid of the slow. There's no Staff of Preservation yet, so these bears might be both dead, which is horrible. There is no more slows on those two sorceresses though. The Dryad has one more Dispel, which means this one bear is going to survive. This Dryad also has a Dispel. He could have dispelled the slow a little while ago. Really unnecessarily losing one more bear here. And once again, slowly the army size for Insomnia starts to rise to proportions where a one-base Night Elf can no longer deal with them. So LiiLD.C trying to make the best out of it, getting the red camp crept. He's gotten himself the orb and the Staff of Preservation in the meantime. Insomnia with a less ambitious creep camp, getting the natural expansion of LiiLD.C crept. Ring of Protection +3, not great. Of course, at the time, only one item dropping here instead of two, so no Cloak of Shadows or something like that in addition, like it is these days. So some more rejuvenation is probably going to go onto both of these bears. 49 supply for the Night Elf, 1-1 upgrades this time. Item-wise, he's somewhat alright equipped. He's got like the necessities, but nothing on top of it. So some Dispel coming in here. The army size, as I mentioned previously, is so far in Insomnia's favor once again. And he has Staff on the bear. Demon Hunter using Staff of Teleportation. Does not want to fight here. And I think this counter expansion should be too late. Just by looking at the general situation. Once again, Insomnia, he's got 3 heal scrolls already. He's got 1 Invo Potion. Once again going for the Blizzard here, even though he doesn't have a lot of breakers yet. But he might be adding some more eventually, once he's going over 80 supply. This time not going tier 3, at least for now. Scout Footman here in front of the expansion. Didn't scout up the choke yet. I think he will... Is he going to... He should be eventually. And then this counter... Yeah, he's now going up the choke, and then this counter expansion will be doomed. Alright, or not. Okay, this seems to be the theme of the series, apparently. This time it is the human player who is not scouting the Night Elf expansion, which might give LiiLD.C somewhat of a chance here. If he's getting that expansion running, if he's able to somehow catch up supply-wise. By the way, he found Claws +12 at the red camp, which, fair enough, is going to be somewhat helpful. But once the army sizes have grown that much, as I mentioned previously, what you really want to have is an aura. So the focus fire on the Demon Hunter will be pretty strong. Oh, that's very nice. The Invisible Footman blocking here. And there is the staff though on the Demon Hunter, so it's no big deal. If necessary. He can always staff that Naga. So 1-0 on the rifleman, 1-1 on the footman and the breakers, adept sorceresses, as we've already seen with the dispel, adept priests, and once again he's going tier 3, so he's doing the exact same thing, I'm assuming, that he did on Turtle Rock, taking his sweet time here, you know, not going for the timing push to kill the Night Elf, but going for the large tier 3 army, going up to 100 supply, getting everything he needs, scrolls, upgrades. Let's see if he's adding a workshop again somewhere. Yeah, there's the workshop again, so very much expected after what happened on map 2. Only this time LiiLD.C is having the counter expansion up and running, and Insomnia still hasn't seen it. I think now, is he going to scout again? Apparently not, or is he? Well, we'll find out. He's already broken into high upkeep this time. Not yet tier 3, but more breakers are already coming. Workshop still in production. Second defense upgrade for the breakers. Second attack upgrade has already finished. Whereas 2-1 on all of the Night Elf units, of course, they all have the same upgrade. So not as, you know, difficult to look up all the different upgrades, since you only need to click on either a Dryad or a Bear or a Fairy Dragon for that matter. Does he have an Agent of Wind already? He doesn't, so that's one corner he's been cutting here, and something he's definitely gonna want to catch up on. The question is he still going to have enough time to do so? Item this time, the Helm of Valor. Once again, not a horrible item, but also not really what you're hoping for when taking a creep camp like that. So Naga is level 3. Heal potion, big mana potion, which must have dropped here. And 2 heal scrolls, AM also 2 heal scrolls, also once again has the immo potion, has a town portal. So yeah, he's looking fine item wise, starting to get some mortar teams into the mix now as well. Fragmentation shard upgrade is being researched. Wondering where that mortar, okay, there's the mortar team. See, second attack upgrade, not yet coming for those. In the meantime, LiiLD.C up at 80 supply. Item-wise, it's also looking a bit better by now. 2 heal scrolls, 1 invo potion, 1 staff only. Could eventually get a second one. And the expansion is running. Yeah, expansion is still running and still keeping LiiLD.C in the game. Still unscouted. Oh, never mind. Now he sees it with the invisible footman, and if he clicked this gold mine, then he's going to, you know, provide himself with a huge face palm. But at least he knows about what's up right now, and this is going to, you know, at least somewhat make him hurry in terms of getting that push going, because he doesn't want to get LiiLD.C to, or doesn't want to give LiiLD.C the chance to get up to 100 supply as well. By the way, 3-3 against 4 and almost 3, so at least the experience-wise, the Night Elf is in the lead here, but this harassing Demon Hunter could turn out to backfire horribly at LiiLD.C if Insomnia decides to push right now, and the Demon Hunter is elsewhere, and his town portal is also elsewhere. Then this is going to be super difficult to engage for him. The Footman here sees the Night Elf army being there, except for the Demon Hunter, who is with the human army, so both of them doing some scouting. And yeah, both of them know about the whereabouts and about the size of their opponent's army. I mean, this kind of looks like a 100 supply, which it is. And wow, he's getting 3-3 on the breakers and the footman, which he still has remaining. So this is very bizarre. I'm wondering why he's not poking up here. I mean, yeah, there could be the town portal right on top of his army, so this is a huge risk to take. But then again, waiting at 100 supply with everything he already needs isn't gonna make the situation any better. So now he's going in for the big push. The Bears are streaming in from the right hand side. Demon Hunter using mana burn onto the AM immediately. The Bears are kind of in an awkward position, blocking themselves. A little bit of dispel is coming in from the Wisps. The Mortar teams are doing nice damage against the Dryas, as you can see, splattering them. The Demon Hunter still has a heal score here. Bear has been changed into a depth shape for whatever reason, changing back right now. Naga has reached level 4 by now. Fog Lightning going into the back, into the casters. But once again, the human army seems to prevail here. It's 71, 68 supply against still over 80 for the human. Another Blizzard coming in. The Bears on the bottom still standing strong, though. The Demon Hunter may have to be staffed, but there's still no staff on the Naga, so he's gonna have to walk to the Moonwells, which is going to cost LiiLD.C a lot of time. Now he's doing so, moving back at least. I think he's not really using the Demon Hunter to its full potential. Now completely pulling back with the Town Ball, which is probably the best decision he could have made there. Everything is low HP. I'm just wondering about the position of that Town Portal. Would have expected him to go like here, where he could easily escape to the back and reposition, but this is a very, very awkward position. Everything is kind of clumped up there in the back. Maybe he should uproot the Ancient Floor in order to make some room for his Bears. Another Blizzard is coming in. Another Bear is following the Demon Hunter. Still only 4.5, so no ultimates or anything in sight to save him. Another heal scroll has been used by the human army, which was the last one. So that's all the healing that Insomnia has got here. Mana potion used by the Naga. Another Fog Lightning going into the Bears. Another Blizzard going into the Bears. And the damage output is insanely high still for Insomnia. Still almost 80 supply for him against the Night Dive, as you can see, dropping down to 30. He's trying to go for the kill on the Naga. Town Portal has been passed, and the one Sork is probably going to fall here, but the Naga does so as well. And LiiLD.C after this fight is left with a Demon Hunter and one Fairy Dragon. That's all he's got here. On top of it, he lost both of his Agents of Lore, so he doesn't even have reproduction. So LiiLD.C is on the verge of being defeated here. 28 supply against 76, which I guess I don't need to tell you, tells the story in this particular case. Of course, right now Insomnia can easily re-go and take down this expansion. In the meantime, militia are being sent up here, and I'm assuming he's gonna get another expansion. The mains have obviously ran out by now. Demon Hunter once again invisible, doing some scouting. He's going for the mana burn on the Naga. What? I mean, it's not like that's going to change anything, but suiciding the Demon Hunter is certainly not going to make things any better for him. There are plenty of sorceresses available for the human player, but he doesn't even bother chasing after this Demon Hunter. He's just going for the kill on the Tree of Life. Of course, the Tree of Eternity is still around, doesn't even have Nature's Blessing, so if he wants to move it to a different location, that's going to take him forever. So the expansion is down. Oh, this expansion is, by the way, also down, so no gold income for Insomnia, but of course, neither for LiiLD.C. And yeah, the lores are back, but there's, or one of them at least, but there's no resources to support them. Naga is going to be back in a little while. Demon Hunter's got a few Moonwells to drink from. 2 Fairy Dragons can use their mana flare, obviously, against the casters. But what good is that gonna be? One Bear is out again, which is going to last like good 2-3 seconds. Okay, actually a little bit longer, as Insomnia is merciful and switches focus fire away from it to first the DH, then the Naga. Fog Lightning coming in on her, selling nothing apparently, and using an Invo Potion, which I'm assuming he still had in the previous fight when his Naga went down. Even invisibility used on the Naga of Insomnia. 19 supply by now, by the way, for the Night Elf. And as the Demon Hunter is going down, that's not even going to be the case anymore. So Insomnia takes this third map in this series, which bizarrely enough again went for such a long time, despite the mid game, which was very one-sided. LiiLD.C trying to react to the instant expansion by his opponent by sending the Demon Hunter over, but by the time he was there, it was already crept. He nearly did no damage, while at the same time losing his Ancient of War to the creeps there. Definitely, you know, not reacting properly by, if he does so and moves his DH away, then he definitely needs to bring like at least one more Wisp to help providing additional repair to the Ancient of War. So yeah, as I said, pretty horrible early and mid game therefore for LiiLD.C. Tried to get up to bears as quickly as possible, which he did, but he didn't really achieve a lot with them. He got some alright creeping done, like he got both of the red camps and you know, maneuvered around the map and at least got an XP advantage. And the only reason that the game lasted so long was that Insomnia didn't scout his expansion in time. And once again, he saved up a lot of gold on on AD supply, went to tier 3, added the workshop very late, got all the upgrades, and very safely took the huge end fight, won it very convincingly, and therefore takes this third map as well, which means he is through, which also means the outcome of the best of 3 between HG and Thomas G is completely irrelevant, because we already know the top 3 of Group D, which means that it's not as painful that I cannot provide that best of 3 for you. But the score was, what a surprise, 2-0 for HG, so Thomas G not able to win a single map in the entire tournament, whereas HG, you know, surpassing Titan, but not getting past Insomnia and Mew thanks to the inferior map score. So yeah, that's it for the group stage. Of course, there's going to be a summary video, again, a recap of the last play day as well as kind of the entire group stage, and the playoff matchups will be revealed there and quickly discussed. And I hope I see you for that. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed the tournament so far, and if you did, then thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and be prepared and look forward to what's left to come of this tournament, which is still quite a bit. So I'll see you.